Yo, yo, yo! Zamius in the house! Let's fucking go! Everyone, Zamius here is actually the creator of the visual novel that I am going to be playing today. It's called Scenes from the Heart, Part 1. Obviously that means there's gonna be a part 2 coming. And I'm really fucking excited to play this. Was not expecting visual novels to be my legacy, but you know what? I roll with it. You might have noticed a new addition to the layout here. It's a cute little froggy that's guarding my liquor behind me. That's Scuff Frog, created by the adorable Cherry Fairy. I love it to bits. It's so fucking cute. Oh, let's see if I can make it a little bigger, actually, so we can admire its cuteness. Yes. Okay, not too big. And it's just gonna sit on the counter there. There we go. Haha. Read off from the cute little press kit that Zamius gave me for it. Scenes from the Heart is a classic visual novel about a mature but lonely boy, the player, who struggles to connect with others due to his superiority complex. I love that it just comes out and says that, so I know what to expect. So I can question all of his decisions. I would have more of a reason to call myself a dumbass. I love that. That's not even sarcasm. That's great. I like that a lot. Because how many times have I like stopped during a visual novel, just kind of stared blankly into the camera like I'm in the office and be like, the fuck is wrong with me? Let's see how many times we've been chugging that stupid juice. Anyway, his life changes when he befriends Chisaki Namichi, who faces bullying for her unique eye color at elementary school. Uh, Judging from the art that I see, I'm guessing it's because of her heterochromia. And that is very unique heterochromia. I like that. It's very rare that I see blue and what is that? Kind of a hazel gold color. I like it. Together, they later discover Konaka Motomi, a new transferred classmate with her own quirks. Uh, and yet there's no hint on what her quirks are. Should I be concerned? As they bond, Konaka introduces improvisation theater to Chisaki and Yu. Inspired, Chisaki initiates her long dream of a visual novel development project involving the player and Konaka. Despite initial conflicts during the process, they succeed and win an award for their demo, as a menacing shadow is watching over them, hinting at challenges ahead. Okay. Uh, and according to both this and Zamius, apparently there's like real life philosophy sprinkled into the conversations, which I'm going to infinitely enjoy. Because I just love questioning every goddamn decision that these fictional characters make. And also Easter eggs to other visual novels. Let's see if I can get them. Because somehow visual novels became my fucking legacy. You know what? I fuck with it. I can't even be mad.
Sup, kids? Sup, kids?
Well, you know you're doing something good if your voice actors can have fun with you. There we go. Okay.
Evening, sir. May I have your name, please?
Oh, I think I still made that a little too loud. My name be Cross. Hayaka Cross. Oh, my last. Hayaka? Okay.
Hayaka. Yes. Welcome to the award seminar. Right this way, please.
Thanks.
This year's creations have been very high quality work. The top four that made it.
We're gonna bring that down just a bit more. There we go. This year's creations have been very high quality work. The top four that made it to the final round are the following:
Boomerpunk 1964 by Golden Age Games.
Boomerpunk 1964 was one of the big names in the industry this year. Cyberpunk. It had to be Cyberpunk? Okay, let's go. We'll go with that. I mean, yeah, it was a highly rated game, but let's be real, it had some bugs. It received ample praising feedback and wish listings in the world's most popular game marketplace, Gas. Even though many speculated it to have big issues and immersion-breaking bugs, the game was released without any of them. That's apparently the reason why I heard it was nominated. Such a wild stunt.
Waku Waku Dojo Club by Visualizers.
Toki Toki Literature Club, let's go. Waku Waku. This would surprise many of their regular readers. Even their most loyal fans were shocked when they released it just 2 weeks ago, and it already got nominated for this year's award show by a large audience. I remember reading some of their previous titles myself too, so I was surprised by what they came up with this time. Waku Waku Dojo Club was like a 180 U-turn style and genre-wise. They shocked even Chisaki, who had been their fan for a long time. Apparently she became their fan when she was 7. We are both 17 years old now.
Manga Novelist by the Mozart of visual novels.
I don't think I recognized that one. Just I expected Haru to pull it off once again with high voting rates. Haru had been unbeatable ever since his first debut in the industry. He won his first Best Visual Novel of the Year award at the young age of 8, so 10 years ago. That doesn't usually happen, as you might guess. Manga Novelist, the closest thing I could think of is a game I've been really into lately called Sensei I Like You So Much, where you're a fanfic author. And you put out fanzines and all that. I don't think that's it. His work was rated unexpectedly high, and because of his incredible talent for visual novel writing at such a young age, he earned the title the Mozart of visual novels.
Kakusa Zero by Spring Shrimps Games.
Fucking Yakuza! Dude, if the games weren't so fucking expensive, I would try to play Yakuza on stream. So far, so good. We luckily made it to the final round, so we still have a chance to win this. We worked very hard on our first visual novels demo, Kakuza Zero, and sacrificed many good nights' sleep polishing the art, music, coding, sound effects, and many other small things. Dude, some people do look down on visual novels for, like, being, what's the word? Fuck, what's the word? For being low effort, quotation marks, but nah, fam. There's so much that goes into making visual novels. I was looking into it because I was, like, playing around with the idea of making a joke visual novel for Scuff Cat. Kind of like a I Love You, Colonel Sanders. Or what was that other one? The Love Joe Biden or whatever? Or was that Bernie Sanders? I forget now. Some political figure here in America. Yeah. There's a lot of hate on visual novels for being low effort. But nah, fam. Shit goes into it. And it's usually they're usually made by very small studios or like solo devs like Zamius here. Yes, especially when fully voice acted. Dude, even my limited amounts of voice acting that I do kind of fucks me up. Don't get me started when I did the Scuff Cat Invasion stream. That voice ruined me. We had so much invested in this project, both time-wise and for some personal reasons too. We simply refused to fail at this point, right before the goal.
Next, our respectable judges will have to decide on only one of these amazing game demos that will be awarded project funding to continue from the demo phase to the final product.
As I was waiting for the results to be announced with Chisaki and Konaka, I could feel my heartbeat through my chest. I was sweating nervously at this point, and my heart was pounding so fast that I was afraid I might faint. Chisaki could barely sit still with all the restless postures changing from side to side in her chair. Konaka, on the other hand, was trying to keep her cool with an occasional surfacing runaway smile on her face. Yes, she's vibrating out of her chair. That's totally keeping her cool. The only exception this time was that she was sitting still instead of jumping to the walls, if you know what I mean. Is she one of those sugar high kids? Is that what her quirk is? She's just off the fucking walls?
The judges have now made the decision, and this year's Game Demo of the Year award goes to...
Here we go then. The moment of truth. I clenched my fist as tight as I possibly could and couldn't even blink my eyes.
Kakusa Zero, made by Spring Shrimps Games.
Who could have expected this?
Would the team members please come to the stage?
My body froze when I heard our names. I couldn't think of anything at that point. My mind went totally numb as I was just standing there staring forward. Chisaki then slapped me back to reality with tears of joy in her eyes.
What are you just standing there for? Move your ass already! Moron.
Konako was shouting and jumping around at that point, and soon she bumped into me accidentally from behind. That, of course, caused me to lose my balance and fall to the floor on top of Chisaki.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry! You okay?
Ugh, I'm fine. Thanks to Chisaki's soft landing. Did I faceplant into her tits? As I was trying to get it, my hand touched something soft. My body froze after realizing what I had accidentally grabbed.
You have exactly 3 seconds to take your pervy hand off me and get off of me. Or you know what will happen.
Ah, you gotta love the tropes. I reflexively flung my arm away from her, only to bump into Konaka behind me and fall on top of her this time. We're a comedy act on our own, aren't we? This is great.
Huh? Oh, I didn't expect you to take the initiative about these things. Although, I would prefer to just stay here, turn you around and squish you so hard like a big plushie.
So Konaka is totally the pegger. Let's go. Okay. There we go. Konaka, not here now, please. We need to get to the stage, and we're in public as well.
Come on, don't be such a mood killer. A little snuggling won't hurt us.
Maybe later if you really insist, but not now.
You always find some random excuse to get away, and then other times you suddenly make these kinds of surprise initiatives. It's been a year like this.
Oh no, poor baby.
I hate to interrupt your nice skit or whatever that is, but we are still waiting here for you, you know?
Oh, for crying out loud. First me, and then Konaka. You just can't keep your hands to yourself today, can you?
Sorry, Chisaki. It was the excitement of the moment. I thought we had a thing going. My bad. I then managed to get myself up and headed successfully to the stage with Chisaki and Konaka behind me. Talk about embarrassing all of us just because I froze like that right away upon hearing our visual novel announced. Jeez. Well, I can't speak for the others, but I'm still half paralyzed by the results. I mean, Kakuza Zero was our very first visual novel after all, so as a realistic person, I was not sure if we were going to make it or not. I looked over to Chisaki and Konaka to see them just as overwhelmed by emotions as I am. Although, I smiled and nodded as if confirming their feelings. I somehow had a gut feeling that our hard work would finally pay off. We really did put so much effort and resources into this project and aimed for this award from the very beginning. One of our biggest inspirations was Haru Kotonomi. He really helped us see what was most important.
Thank you, Spring Shrimps Games, and good luck with the final phase of Kakusa Zero.
We then exited from the stage and headed towards the lounge area. There, a reporter approached us.
Congratulations on our readers' behalf as well. Could I possibly get an interview for our readers to hear the backstory of your project and how it all started?
Fine with me. What about you two?
I'm interested.
Since you both are willing to go, then I might as well. But not because you would be alone with Konaka or anything.
You baka!
Just to make sure you don't say anything stupid and embarrass us all. Got it?
Sure. You just want to be left out, that's all. Oh no! Chisaki has FOMO.
Huh? Why would I?
Come on, Chisaki. Just be honest with yourself and you'll have a much easier time with your life. I guarantee it.
Why, you little?
Smug little grin, I like that. That's cute.
Get back here and I'll show you exactly how honest I can be with myself.
Am I gonna find Konaka in the dumpster later? They then started the classic cat and mouse chasing game around the lounge area, so I was left with no choice but to give the interview by myself. Guess I had to do it by myself then. When those two start that game, there's no stopping them until they have exhausted themselves.
Sure.
We went to a peaceful and quiet meeting room near the lounge area, so when those two chasers have calmed down, they can find here easier. Hopefully. The room itself looked elegant from the looks of its bright interior. There were 2 white-colored wooden tables with chairs and 2 studio microphones, along with attached pop filters. Also, a big screen for sharing stuff, I assume.
Now then, take me back to when you three met and how your journey started from there.
Sure. Where do I begin? I pondered a moment and then came up with the answer. I first met Chisaki back in our elementary school, and it was anything but the usual way, to be honest. Flashback time! Let's go! Oh. These are all pop culture references. Oh shit, this is cute. I recognize Rena. I recognize Demi Sprout. I like got my eyes peeled. I'm sure I've already missed something. So I saw so many anime references already. It looks familiar, but I can't quite place it. I'll have to look it up later. Because God knows how many visual novels I've played in my life. Oishi is a small rural area with a modest population that is located in Fujigawa-Kuchiko Town, Yamanashi Prefecture, Japan, at the northern foot of Mount Fuji. Oishi also happens to be on the northwestern shore of Lake Kawaguchi, one of the Fuji Five Lakes, which provides a stunning view of Mount Fuji. Ooh, good backdrop. The area is a popular tourist destination for Mount Fuji views and the seasonal flower gardens, along with unique festivals like the Herb Festival and Tanabata Festival. The school itself wasn't anything fancy back then. It was just a normal school, where one day a new girl was transferred into my class.
Chisaki Namichi, 8 years old. I transferred here from my previous school, which is located in Hamamatsu. We moved here recently, so I don't know this area very well.
Sorry, Hamamatsu automatically gave me Kisurugi Station flashbacks. Oof.
That's all for now. Let's get along, or something like that.
Ah, so it's not out yet. Okay. Huh, now that's rare. Usually everybody tends to tell about their hobbies or things they like, etc. But not her. I wonder why. She had nothing special about her outlook until I noticed her eyes. The right eye was light bluish, while the other one had a shining golden color. The sight piqued my interest, and after a long time, I felt something other than gray boredom inside me.
You can take that empty seat in the window corner.
Others seemed to notice her different eye colors too when she passed them by the looks of their faces. The class then resumed after she got herself seated. Naturally, at the first break, she got a lot of attention from my classmates, asking typical questions about Hamamatsu, what she likes, her hobbies, and basic stuff like that.
I've never been to Hamamatsu before, so what's it like?
It is a quite big seaport with a lot of arcades, at least what I have noticed.
Wow! What made you move from such a city to a small town like this?
My parents wanted to move away from city life, apparently, when I asked about it.
It didn't take long before the increasing number of questions overwhelmed her.
Hey, what's wrong with city life? I heard from my big brother that it's great and convenient.
Yeah, it's also expensive as fuck.
What about your hobbies? Do you have siblings or pets?
Alright, thanks for the lurk, Sage. I'll see you soon.
Do you think pineapple belongs on pizza or not? I like it myself.
Oh no! The pineapple pizza question. I am part of the pineapple on pizza crowd. I'm on the side of pineapple pizza.
Do you put cheese on bread before the ham, or the other way around?
I do it half and half. I put ham on one side and cheese on the other and then smack it together. Now, the question is, what kind of cheese? Is it Swiss? Is it cheddar? Is it Havarti? That's the real question right there. At that point, she just straight up excused herself and left the classroom. I guess she couldn't handle pressure well. The next lesson started right away regardless, and nobody seemed to pay much attention to her absence. During the lunch break, she was starting to get some unwanted attention from some of my class dummies, apparently about her eye colors from what I've heard near them. They called her an alien and a weirdo, and after leaving her alone, who knows what else behind her back. Well, you're in elementary school, and, you know, fistfights are usually excused once in a while. They sure are a bunch of idiots. Why make such a big deal about different eye colors? Everybody's different, more or less, if you morons haven't noticed. To me, the color difference looked somewhat cool, so 1 week later I had enough of her bullying and decided to put a stop to it for her sake.
Huh? There's nothing cool about it. It's just weird. Humans don't have two different eye colors, so she must be an alien or something like that.
Well, you believe in aliens, do you believe in mermaids? You want to find out? Let's take a trip to the lake, bro.
Yeah, there's something wrong with your head if you think that's cool.
I disagree. In my opinion, they look cool and cute at the same time. Also, you guys are fucking dumb. People are different in many ways, if you didn't know that. Just like you two aren't the same either, so does that make everyone alien as well? You probably don't even know what aliens actually look like, or how they are different from humans.
Huh? Did you just call us stupid or something?
Pretty sure I called you a dumbass, but sure, same thing.
I bet he did. Let's teach him some manners about what happens to those who mess with us.
Okay, but I warn you, I've watched a lot of WWE. Fuckheads. After beating me, the dum-dum duo left out while laughing at me. I didn't care about my reputation at school, so it doesn't matter. Why should I? They're a bunch of morons in the end. Nothing good can come from interacting with them. When I got up, I noticed Chisaki, who happened to witness our fight most likely. She was looking at the ground after making eye contact with me while clenching her fists.
Why?
'Cause you're cute and I want to be friends with you. Her voice was quiet and trembling a bit, like she would be just thinking out loud, but I still managed to hear the question out of it. I guess their behavior just pissed me off, so I wanted to finally make it clear to them. Although I'm quite confident they most likely didn't get the message, or will just ignore it, knowing them. Well, considering they kicked my ass, yeah, that's a pretty safe assumption there.
You know those idiots?
Unfortunately. Oh, fuck, I wrote the script. They are in our class, after all. Don't you remember them?
How am I supposed to remember everybody in my class on the very first day that I arrive here?
You know what? Valid. Oh, good point. Sorry, it was a stupid question to ask.
My mom always said that there's no such thing as stupid questions. Only stupid answers, so it's okay.
No, there's definitely stupid questions. Her answer made me see more than her eye colors. It was like someone was painting her with different colors right before my very own eyes. She was still looking at the floor, her hair partly covering her face, so I couldn't see what kind of expression she was having at the moment. That's true. It's so impressive that you've been taught some rare insights that you don't see everywhere, even in some adults.
What do you mean? I thought it was supposed to be common sense, or so she said it should be at least.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, your mom is too smart for the populace.
I guess city life is indeed different, like Dad used to say.
I agree with your mom that should be common sense. As a town lifer myself, I have nothing to say for our defense. I guess not everyone can be as open-minded as we are, apparently. There's nothing open-minded about it. It's just straight up under the unwritten law of don't be an asshole. Unfortunately, that is a law that most people have never heard of, apparently. She finally revealed her face to me and had tears of joy in her eyes, as they called it if I remember right, while giving me a bright smile.
Agreed.
She wiped her tears and continued.
Anyway, for my sake, you try to put an end to the bullying, and I can't ignore heroism like that. What's your name?
Cross. Hayaka Cross.
It sure suits you.
Thanks. I picked it out myself.
Now then, you will be my friend from now on, and I won't take no for an answer.
Do I get cookies out of it? She even has a smirk on her face now. To be honest here, it sure was cute in a way, so I didn't mind too much her attitude toward her request. Oh, straight up demanding friendship for expressing my opinion about your outlook to others? Foo. You sure are something else. Very well. I will take snickerdoodles, please. Apparently, she considered me worthy of being her friend for defending her. Well, I don't see any reason not to accept it.
Excellent.
We then started to hang out and play together. She was still a bit bossy, but it's just part of her personality. She was strong-willed, somewhat classy, but still considered in her own way. You just need to see deeper to realize it. Ah, classic textbook Tsundere. Gotta love it. My first friend, hee hee. One day, when I was coming to visit Chisaki at her home, I happened to witness her and her mom's argumenting with each other. Arguing with each other. Okay. I just arrived at the yard's gate and someone was discussing something at the front door.
You don't need to remind me about that again, Mom. I'm making steady progress, as you know very well, but not by pressuring me constantly.
I do understand and acknowledge that, sweetie. But Mommy is only trying to encourage you to make good use of your precious learning time when you are still so young.
Oh no! Well, they are in Japan. You're gonna have Asian moms.
Humans learn the fastest until the age of 7, and after that, the learning curve starts to decrease. So you can't afford to lose it while still young.
I mean, that is accurate.
You will thank me later. Trust me.
You've told me that multiple times already, so I don't need a reminder about it. Kids are supposed to play with others too, so they wouldn't become neats and isolate themselves, right?
Well, I guess that's also true, and I don't wish that kind of future for you by any means.
I don't want to have to support you until I'm 90, Chisaki.
But you have a talent for music, Chisaki, and it is a very challenging industry to get yourself accepted into.
Especially in the rise of AI.
So, unless you start taking advantage of your youth, you'll most likely just run out of time. By then, it's only worth being a hobby, and nothing more. Me and your father have seen and heard this happening to many of our relatives and friends. Like I said, I totally understand your viewpoint, so please try to understand mine too. I'm only doing this for your future's sake, so that you won't have to regret it later.
Fine. Although is already here, as you can see, it would be rude of us to make him wait any longer just to turn him around. Think about it as a little inspirational break to see the world outside my room.
That is a valid point right there.
That, scientifically, improves your creativity, since it's like a muscle that also needs little breaks sometimes to recharge.
For crying out loud, where do you get that knowledge?
From you, mommy dearest. Now fuck off.
But yes, you are right. So go play a little bit and come back in time for dinner, okay? Also, good day to you, young man, and sorry for witnessing such a thing.
It's okay, I'm used to it. At least no one's throwing beer bottles at each other. I waved my hand and laughed awkwardly a bit. So, what was that about? Your music practice reminder again? Or something like that?
Something like that. Anyway, where do you want to go today?
How about that secret place I showed you last time? Today's open sky means we could maybe even see the sunset this time.
Oh, sounds good. Let's go.
We arrived at my secret scenery spot, a small hill nearby with a relaxing sight. I usually come here when I'm feeling down, and the sight itself is enough to wipe my worries away. It mystically calms my mind and lets me regain focus on what's in front of me and be in the moment.
Wow! The sky is so wide when looking at it from here.
I'm 7. What the hell do I have to be worried about? Last time it was cloudy, so of course it was different. Now you can see the whole view better.
True. Look! Even our school can be seen from here.
Indeed. Ho ho, indeed. The sight amazed us once again with its beauty. You could see most of our town from here, and we enjoyed it with peace and nature's own music. That bird is exceptionally loud. Do you plan to become a professional musician one day? Or why are you practicing it so much? Hell yeah! I will be taking full advantage of that later. Chisaki didn't respond at first, and her face became serious. The wind started blowing gently, rustling the leaves in the trees behind us. The sunset's light warmed our skins as we gazed upon the sight before us in silence. At that moment, it felt like we had all the time in the world, and there was no rush or pressure anywhere. Just the two of us enjoying each other's company. Simple as that.
Have you perhaps seen my Aunt Saya Hayakura's live performance? Or listened to her music?
Oh my god, this is so pretty. I just want to appreciate this for a second. Hell yeah. Have to admit, I haven't. I've heard her name mentioned on the radio sometimes, though.
Luckily, I keep my MP3 player with me everywhere I go. So put these in your ears and listen for a moment.
She took her MP3 player out of her pocket and gave me its earphones. I put them on my ears and she hit the play button. My eyes widened the moment I heard the first few sounds. It started with the piano's flowing and energizing melody, which kept you almost holding your breath during the build-ups. I couldn't believe how beautiful the song was overall. That sure was something I haven't heard before. Gotta admit, that was indeed touching.
After hearing her songs for the first time a few years ago, I became mesmerized by her music and got inspired to try making my own music like hers. Of course, I soon realized what it took to get to her level when she was visiting us one day and happened to talk about her career. It got me curious. So I went back to my room and started immediately working on my next attempt. Sometime later that day, my parents and Saya happened to come by my room and started listening to my next song's attempt. When I was done with it, they started clapping at me, which naturally surprised me. Saya opened her mouth first and told me I apparently had a talent for music. And with dedicated practicing, one day I would be able to catch up to her and potentially even surpass her.
I see. That explains many things and how you got into music in the first place. So, even though you're practicing it pretty much daily, why does your mom keep pressuring you so much about it? It is your choice in your life, after all.
It's because I keep doing the same kind of music, so I won't make any progress. Not to mention, without any real breaks. Only recently did I realize that, and it made me look around my room more closely. There was nothing inspiring anymore. It felt like an empty room in my mind, and that would prevent me from advancing further.
Oh, I get it.
So, you are basically helping me by simply spending time with me.
Heh, glad to hear so.
That got me thinking. What are your passions, by the way?
I like alcohol. Wait, I'm 6. What were my passions when I was 6? I helped my grandpa build stuff, that was cool. And work on his motorcycle. I liked motorcycles. Mine? Good question. I've yet to find the answer, but when I do, I'll let you know.
Huh.
Oh, 8. Fuck, that's even worse. What was I doing when I was 8? I wanted to be a Pokemon master when I was 8. I don't think that's an active career choice, though.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. Until then, you can look over my progress.
Deal. Still waiting on those cookies, by the way.
Fascinating. Not many kids were as brave or smart as you were back then.
Indeed, when I look back at it now, I always knew I was different from others somehow. I had no aspirations or dreams. It's quite depressing now that I think about it.
Finally found the right place.
Oh? Finally caught the mouse, or did she get away?
I don't want to talk about it, okay? So can we just move on to the real topic?
So I will find her in the dumpster later. Got it.
What were you talking about while I was busy?
Your depressing backstory. Don't worry about it. I told her how we met each other for the first time and how it went. Oh no! I told the reporter that I got my ass kicked. That's embarrassing.
Oh,
Anything you want to add?
not really, since you know our story already so well. I know you don't lie about me.
Yeah. Still waiting on those snickerdoodles, by the way. You're about 10 years late.
That's one of your strong points that I like about you. You always respected me and didn't bully me like the others did.
Do you want me to? Is that a kink? Did you say something?
Huh? Nothing! You must be hearing things.
Yeah, that's pretty common. Anyway, Konaka's first encounter was a curious one as well, now that I think about it.
Huh.
Really? Please tell me.
I met Konaka for the first time in our junior high school's last semester about 4 years ago. And oh boy, you won't believe the circumstances. Did she walk into the men's room? Kawaguchiko Kita Junior High School in 2004. 2004, how old was I? I was 13. I think. Yes. I was 13.
And since this will be your last semester in our school, I highly encourage you all to focus on making it through the last tests.
I'm just out in the back here, just sleeping.
That way, you don't need to spend the summer on supplementary classes. Isn't that nice? Well, that's all for now. Let's make our last semester a success together, shall we?
This year's homeroom teacher seems kinda enthusiastic, don't you think so?
He must be new. It's okay. It'll fade out by next year. True, but it's not a bad thing in my opinion. Usually they're burned out old staff with a grumpy attitude, as I've noticed. Yeah, they've been at this school for more than a year. Of course they're gonna be burned out and grumpy.
Indeed. Can't they just find more younger staff, or what could be the reason?
They don't pay enough. Beats me. I'm a bit thirsty. Do you want the usual?
Sure.
I nodded and exited the classroom. Strawberry milk. Got it. As I walked the hallway, I noticed some classes weren't as lucky as we were. You could tell by the look on some students' faces. They actually varied so much that I started to pay attention to them unintentionally. Some had somewhat mixed feelings. Some looked sleep-deprived, and some looked like they couldn't care less about their surroundings. Then you had this weird-ass chick in the corner that's kind of just selling monsters around her backpack while trying not to fall asleep. I mean, that wasn't me. What are you talking about? Some were chit-chatting in a small group, and someone was even drawing something with a drooling face. Hold on. Did I just see that right? I stopped on my track and looked back to see a girl crouched at the classroom's door. She was staring inside the classroom while drawing something with what would resemble a lewd face. She was apparently drawing her classmates, which is normal, but why was she next to the door outside of said classroom? I went back to get a closer look at what she was doing. As soon as I managed to get a peek at her drawing, I realized why she would do it outside of the classroom. Not to criticize your drawing skills or anything, but are you sure you want to draw that kind of art at school? Oh no, is she a hentai artist? Let's fucking go. You got respect. Heap? What kind of sound of fright is that supposed to be?
Please don't scare me like that, teacher. I almost messed up my... Eh?
As she turned around and noticed me, she looked confused. Well, I don't blame her. My way of talking, combined with my natural bass or low voice, would probably give anyone the same assumption if they didn't see my outlook first. Oh no, am I one of those twinks with the fucking James Earl Jones voices? Let's go!
Hey? Is every teacher at the school as young as you? Or what's going on?
Sigh, take a closer look at my clothing and guess again. She looked at me so thoroughly that it almost felt like she was scanning me.
No way! Are you perhaps a fellow student here as well?
What gave it away? Heh, correct.
Wow, I would totally have believed you to be staffed if you hadn't told me otherwise.
Well, let's just say that you aren't the only one.
And no wonder! You look so believable for the part with that low voice of yours. Oh, but where are my manners? My bad. My name is Konaka Matomi. Nice to meet you.
Cross, Hayaka Cross. Likewise.
So, what brings you to me?
Oh, right. At that moment, someone accidentally bumped me from behind while walking behind me and chatting with their friends, causing me to fall towards Konaka. I reflexively slammed my hands against the wall next to Konaka's head to avoid a collision. We kept staring at each other for a moment, which definitely felt much longer in the situation. Accidental Kabadon. Gotta love it. Ah. No appreciation for tropes nowadays. As I was about to pull myself away from her, the girls she was just drawing were coming towards us from the classroom, so I had to stay put to hide her dangerous drawing. Some noticed us, whistled, maybe cheered or something, and began chatting about us while walking away. After making sure they were gone, I finally pulled away from Konaka. Oh no, she's got the heart pupils. Sigh, that was a close one. You okay? No, she was in a trance or something. She wasn't responding to my questions, simply kept staring straight where my face was. Konaka, can you hear me? Oh fuck, did I give her a concussion? Shit. Quick, leave the scene before anyone finds out.
Huh? Yeah, I'm okay. Just surprised by your sudden stunt, that's all.
Ah, totally understandable. My bad.
It's okay. You also protected my edgy drawing from being spotted. I appreciate it.
Well, maybe you shouldn't be drawing something like that in school? If you're gonna draw shit like that in public and, not be proud of it? I don't know, dude. You're welcome. I scratched my cheek softly while looking away. So, mind telling me why you were drawing here in the hallway next to the classroom and not inside?
Well, you see,
She pondered for a moment until she finally seemed to be able to tell the reason.
it is kind of embarrassing to make lewd art in public, especially about someone in real life. It is considered shameful and inappropriate for some reason in society's eyes, so I have to do it secretly.
Okay, you know what? It's not shameful. It is a little bit inappropriate in a school, but so long as, you know, you're doing it with someone's permission. I mean, it's kind of gross if you're doing it, like, secretly. I don't know, man. It's weird. I've got a weird perspective on it. It's like, hey, I want to draw you being sexy. Is that okay? And if they say no, okay. No big deal. Do it secretly at home or something and not say anything. Just put it in your spank folder and forget about it.
Although you spotted me.
I took a look at her drawing, or sketch in this case. It wasn't colored yet, after all. It sure was a bit exaggerating her model's outlook, so I can understand why she wanted to do it in secret. Don't worry, I can keep this between us if you're fine with it. Konako looked at me like she couldn't believe what she just heard.
Really? That would be great! Thank you so much!
She then hugged me, which I didn't expect to happen. I guess she either trusts me that much already, or she is a very expressive person. I'm leaning towards very expressive. Plus, the zoom in on the double dams was peak. Either way, I'm glad we managed to solve this peacefully. It could always have turned out to be a very challenging case, so it's a good thing. Yo, so long as people don't mistake it as my drawing, we're good. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, the break's already over? Time sure seems to fly by with others. Don't you think so too?
Can't disagree with you there. By the way, which class are you in?
Was it 2B or 2C? Hang on. Let me take a look at the instruction letter again.
Did I just get totally derailed from getting drinks? Yo, sorry Konaka, I gotta go. Chisaki gets cranky without her strawberry milk. She fumbled through her bag and found the letter.
Oh, yes! I was supposed to start in 2C's class.
Did you spot the gaming reference? I did not. Fuck. I'm a failure as a nerd. Huh, what a coincidence. Since I'm in 2C as well. Want me to show you the place since you seem to be new here?
Sure, that would be helpful. Thank you.
Oh, almost forgot. I was supposed to fetch some drinks for me and Chisaki, so we need to take a detour.
No problem. If we arrive late, I can always explain that you were showing me around the school since I just transferred here and don't know the place or area.
To be near? Oh my god! God damn it. That was supposed to be the Near Automata reference? Automata? Fuck, I can't talk. Oh, that was a clever hiding. That was clever. Oh, nice thinking, Konaka.
Thanks.
Fucking emoji. Let's go. We then got some drinks from a vending machine and hurried to the classroom. Welcome back, Drag! Konaka explained why we were late for the class, and our teacher let it slide this time. Konaka then introduced herself.
Hello, everybody. My name's Konaka Matomi, and I'm 13 years old. I transferred here from Tsukuba. I like to draw character illustrations, read manga, and even play improv theater. Let's get along and have a great year together, yeah?
She then got herself seated next to me, much to everyone's surprise. Naturally, Chisaki included as well, based on her reaction on my other side. She motioned for me to get closer to her.
What's going on here? You You were supposed to get us something to drink, but then you came back with her out of nowhere? Were you really that thirsty? For crying out loud.
Look, Chisaki, of course I was that thirsty. Have you not seen the mommy milk makers? No, I wasn't that thirsty, okay? I just happened to meet her in the hallway on my way to the vending machine. That's all.
It's not normal for you to talk to random people like that if you aren't aware of it.
Well, some stuff happened, so let's just say that our first meeting wasn't exactly the classic one. Nevertheless, it's only you that I've got my ass kicked for, Chisaki. You're still special.
Huh! Now isn't that suspicious? I wonder what exactly happened.
There's some hentai art involved. Don't worry about it.
Something forced you to do it. Am I right?
You could say that? Yeah. Once again, Chisaki knows me too well by this point to hide anything from her.
Thought as much. You also most likely didn't have much choice in the situation, so I assume you just went with the flow.
Ah, you know me so well. Did I just get off the hook, perhaps? Ping pong! Correct answer.
Oh, for crying out loud! Fine, I understand the situation now.
I don't think you really do.
But what I don't understand is your reason for trying to cover details about it.
'Cause we're in the middle of class? I'll tell you later.
Well, you probably had your reasons for it, so I trust your judgment.
You shouldn't. Thanks, glad to have such an understanding friend like you. In most of those rom-com animes and visual novels, the protagonist probably would have triggered a landmine by teasing Tsundere with the classic jealousy card in this situation. Heh, but not me. Situational literacy skills OP. Oh, did I actually get her strawberry milk? Let's fucking go. I started to unpack my lunch with Chisaki as the lunch break started, when Konaka decided to join us casually.
Hey, you two! Want to go to the rooftop? The fresh air enhances the aroma of the food there.
Huh?
I didn't know what else to do in that situation, so I decided to go with the flow. If I had to explain our situation to her, I'd prefer to do so in private, at least for Konaka's sake. Sure, let's go, Chisaki. I'll explain later. I grabbed Chisaki's arm and left the classroom while grabbing our lunches with us.
Huh?
We headed to the rooftop, where I could explain the situation to Chisaki since Konaka took the initiative.
No way! You made those crispy-looking chicken nuggies yourself? I want to taste some!
Chicken nuggies! I want some chicken nuggies. Go ahead.
Could someone perhaps now explain what's going on here?
Explain what? I simply suggested that we go here to enjoy our meals.
Secondly, what exactly happened between you two during the last break when he was fetching us drinks?
I believe my answer would be enough for both of your questions. I took a sip from my drink and continued. It indeed started on my way to the vending machine when I started looking. And thanks to Konaka's idea, we had got off the hook and the class managed to resume along with Konaka's introduction.
I'm so sorry again for the trouble I caused you.
Luckily, we didn't get a penalty for it, so it's okay.
Huh? That sure was quite a bold move you pulled there. Not that it would actually bother me or anything. Perish the thought.
It sure was out of blue when he did that all of a sudden without any warnings.
Bruh, I got bumped. It's not my fault. I'm a twink.
Not for love or anything romantic, of course. just surprised. Although, it made my heart skip a beat for a moment there. But I don't have a right to come between you two after all.
Huh? Why would I date someone like him? We're just best friends, no romance between us, right?
Am I winning? Well, considering I got a Tsundere and a pink-haired hentai artist with giant-ass mommy milkers, I think so. I got the cream of the crops right here in front of me. I think so.
See?
Oh, okay.
But you can never know what the future has in store, of course. Anything's possible. Not that I want to date someone like that or anything, naturally.
That fucking smug look. I love it.
Well, you're not wrong about that. By the way, you haven't introduced yourself yet. Chisaki, was it your name?
That's right. Chisaki Namichi. 2C class as well, and his best friend since elementary school.
Ooh, impressive! How did you meet each other exactly, if I may ask out of curiosity?
Well, see, I heard these jackasses bullying her about her eye color, so I got my ass kicked, naturally. And then she came up on that, and, yeah. She still owes me cookies, by the way. Me and Chisaki looked at each other.
I guess I could tell you how it happened. Although it's nothing special. And from that point on, he's been my first friend since.
That's so cool! So, he is our both's hero, actually. So kind and caring.
I don't know about a hero, but at least being capable of seeing one's true beauty isn't such a bad feature to have. I admit that much.
Well, guess it's time to head back. Can't be late again or have to face the consequences this time. Haha.
That's true. If that were to happen, I don't know how I would face you anymore. So, I'm heading there first. It was nice meeting you, Chisaki. Let's get along, shall we? We have at least something in common now.
Yeah, you both want my massive
for
D.
Crying out loud, who has to be your friend even? So one-sided.
I know, right? They have to be roomy enough for that chest, but also not too baggy to accentuate her waistline. Dude, her tailor must, like, quake in terror every time she comes into the building. I chuckled a little bit at Chisaki. Apparently she doesn't realize how she did the same thing to me back then, too. Still, it's cute if you ask me. But isn't it a good thing? Now you have two good friends to spend time with.
You don't get it.
Oh yeah, just Chisaki's like an only child, so she doesn't know the whole sharing is caring thing. Oh well. She then went back to the classroom ahead of me as I followed up soon after. Oh, but I do, Chisaki. I really do. I looked at the sky and felt the gentle wind blowing. Well, I already see how interesting things might turn out, but we'll see. I'm glad, regardless, that this ended well in the end. Surprisingly, it didn't take long for Chisaki to warm up to Konoka, and they started to spend more time together. Of course, I wasn't left out most of the time, which isn't a bad thing. It looks like Konoka knows how to socialize well with people. An extrovert, I guess? I wonder how she does that. Fuck if I know, dude. I can barely survive my job. And I like my job.
Finally, I can get some break from those math formulas. I can feel my brain overheating already.
I could actually handle them just fine. Naturally requires first learning about their existence and then understanding their purpose or how they work. That way you can equip them faster into your arsenal, like in games.
Is that so?
There you go again with your weird metaphors. How many times have I told you already that no one else can think of math formulas like you do?
With the right mentality, you perceive things differently, and even make some things easier to handle or understand.
Sure. Anyway, do you have plans for this afternoon, Konaka?
Actually, I do. I have an improv theater session after school every Thursday at 5 p.m. on Central.
Oh, right. You did mention that as one of your hobbies, right?
Yep, and the improv group's name is called Spring Shrimps. Isn't it just cute?
Sure, it sounds like a unique name at least. I actually haven't heard about improv theater before, so do you mind enlightening us about it?
Me neither. So it would be interesting to hear more about it.
Oh, if only I had Simply in chat. He could tell us all about improv theater.
Always happy to introduce new folks to the world of improv. It may actually be better to let you guys experience it yourselves rather than simply telling you what it is, so I'll show you. Follow me!
Zoom! Might as well go, I guess.
Guess I have to go as well, since Konaka is the one suggesting it. Not because you're going there with her or anything. I'm just genuinely interested in seeing this improv theater myself, too. That's all.
Chisaki, we all know you have FOMO. It's okay. Hit whatever you say.
Hurry up already, will you?
Konaka had started walking ahead of us at some point during our conversation as she shouted at us at the door. She took us to a small building that was located near our favorite sushi restaurant at Central. Oh, sushi! I want sushi! Damn it! It was about 15 minutes away from our school. Inside, she led us to the back room of the corridor, and it was quite spacious. There was a small audience there, too. Cozy space you have here.
Indeed! That gives more variety to different improv skits that we do here. Our instructor, or leader, is a very friendly and kind person. He enables our members to express themselves safely without anything limiting their growth potential. Even though his outlook may confuse you at first, he can be very expressive when he gets into his characters.
Oh no, is he a method actor?
It sounds almost too good to be true for an improv teacher, if you ask me.
I agree with Chisaki. Nobody's perfect after all, so surely there must be something on the other side of the coin.
Well, I guess he tends to ramble about his mother-in-law sometimes a tiny bit too much during the skits. That obviously stops everybody's flow, but we try to recover from that quickly.
Ah, he's one of those. Gotcha. Where's my thingy? There's my thingy.
One time, some of us even tried to use that as inspiration to continue our skit. And well, let's just say that it didn't go well.
Is that so?
As we turned our heads in the direction where the comet came from, Konaka let out her scared sound without even turning her head. Meaning that she already knows the person well enough just from their voice alone.
Quite an interesting way to describe someone, don't you think? Sounds more like an interesting character for a skit than a real person, if you ask me.
I'd fuck with it.
Jimmy! I didn't realize you had arrived here already!
I just arrived, and the first thing I happened to hear was you telling our apparent guest that your leader is a mood killer, frustrated and nagging about his mother-in-law.
But as he taught us, a mistake is a gift, right?
That's true. Let's just call it a happy little accident and move on, shall we? Also, who might you two be?
Just sure thing, Jimmy. These are my friends. Since they wanted to know what improvisation theater is, I decided to bring them here instead and show them.
Sup kids, the name is Jimmy Hawks, but you may call me Jimmy, leader, instructor, or whatever you prefer.
Is that supposed to be a play on Tony Hawk's? There's another hidden reference. Okay.
I'm the current president of this improv club called Spring Shrimps, which was founded 25 years ago. Let me put it this way. Improv theater is an amazing form of art when you really dive into its world without any limitations. It lets you momentarily let go of your everyday life and live someone else's life for a second.
Oh, that's what these visual novels are for.
You will experience multiple short stories as the session goes on until it's time to return here and continue our own lives. That's pretty much it.
Bob Ross. Let's fucking go.
That was well explained, Jimmy. I couldn't have described it better myself.
When you put it that way, it sure sounds more interesting now. To be able to live as someone else sounds definitely like those RPG games. Of course, I doubt everyone could be the story's protagonist, but it would be a cool experience regardless.
I'm with him. It sounds like a neat concept to me as well. To be someone else and experience their story firsthand does sound intriguing indeed.
I knew you would be fired up about it. Feel free to stay here as our session's audience this time, and think about it if you want to give it a shot next time.
Sounds good to me.
Well, since you brought us this far, we might as well enjoy the show while we're at it.
Alright. Time to gather everybody then. Konaka, if you could please.
Sure thing, Jimmy. Everybody, let's get this week's session started right away.
Spring Shrimp's improv session then start with everyone gathering in a ring at the center of the stage area and hearing everyone's current week's events and feelings. Is it an actual ring or is it an oval? Did any of them fuck around and make a square? Apparently, that way everyone can be on the same page about each other's situations. It does somewhat resemble a family, where everyone cares about each other and how they are doing. Next, they start doing different kinds of warm-ups and plays to get into the right mentality and be truly in the moment. After them, it's finally time to get into the real thing, the improv skits.
Looks like the time has come for the main dish.
Thanks for the hydrate, Drag!
Yeah, that will do. Okay, everyone. I need 2 players for the next technique.
Me too!
Great. Konaka and Jonathan then. Next, we need some basic inspiration, like a place and 2 characters and their relationship. Yo, new kids, wanna do the honors?
Oh, so the audience gets to decide the setup or get some random things for inspiration?
You got it right away. That's the spirit of the improv for the audience, which makes it more interactive for them compared to the regular theater with ready-made polished stuff.
Will the marketplace and business rivals do?
Yes, they will. Thank you. Konaka, Jonathan, you know the drill. Make your characters on the go and try to dive into their mindset.
Oh, they really don't have any kind of ready-made script to follow or haven't decided anything beforehand.
That fact alone is quite impressive, in my opinion. You have to trust your guts and get inspiration constantly from your partner on the scene, and vice versa.
So it seems, and I agree it's very impressive. It's like LARPing. When I looked at Konaka playing her character, she was doing it so well that her character was very believable. I feel so lucky to have such great and talented friends as Chisaki and Konaka, honestly. Before meeting Chisaki, I was basically alone all the time, since I always looked at others from above and perceived them as not worthy of my time. At least I am self-aware. Holy shit. That, of course, made my life boring and grayish. So, meeting these two both saved me from boredom and helped me see different personalities in people. As the skits went by, one after another, so did the time, and soon enough it was time to end today's session.
That's all for this week, folks. Good job. You all did great once again on the stage. Also, a big thanks to our amazing audience today, which gave us great inspiration. Feel free to drop by again or even join us if you are ready to challenge yourselves and make the jump to the unknown.
Well, keep that in mind. Thanks for the show as well. Where's my thingy? Lost my thingy. Alright. Do a quick catch up on the bingo. I can't remember. Have I already said fuck? Besides just now? I say it so often I can't remember if I actually say it. On our way back to our own homes, Konaka and I were headed in the same direction. Chisaki's house was in a different direction, so we parted ways with her a moment ago.
I didn't know your house was this way too. Funny coincidence.
Oh no, she's my next door neighbor. Oh, ice cream sounds so good. Damn it. I'm hungry. I never bothered to get to know my neighborhood, so no wonder I didn't know you lived here as well. I always stayed holed up in my room, so that's why.
That sounds so depressing.
Not really. I got a lot of cool games. At that moment, a car drove next to us and splashed dirty water on me before we could even realize it. Ugh! Great. Now half my clothing is wet because I couldn't dodge in time. I expected the driver to be more careful than that. It rained today, after all.
What's up with that driver? Couldn't they see the water puddle on the side of the road? Jeez.
They never do.
Oh dear, your clothes look so wet. We need to get you dried as soon as possible so you won't catch a cold. How much further would your house be?
About 10 minutes away?
In that case, you should come to my house since it's closer. The faster the better.
To Konaka's house? Does she even realize what she's suggesting? Surely she wouldn't have ulterior motives behind that suggestion, and what she said is true regardless. Well, since you're offering, might as well take up your offer.
Great! My house is right around the corner. Okay, here we are. Wait here, and I'll get you some spare clothes until yours are dry.
Thanks, I appreciate the hospitality. There were a pair of shoes besides ours, so I guess someone from her family is home as well. I decided to peek at the living room from the entrance. It looked like a typical living room with widescreen TV and 2 sofas.
Sorry for the wait. Here you go. You can get changed in my room.
Simply is currently not awake at the moment. They didn't go to bed until, like, late this morning. Oh, sure.
It's this way.
Konaka then led me to her room without any hesitation, which is surprising. When I first went to Chisaki's house, it was a completely different story. It was under normal circumstances back then. Thanks. There were many idol and anime posters on the walls and multiple sketches on the floor. I know this one. In this room is the other Easter egg. Is it the Saint Maria Village?
Oh crap! I forgot to clean these sketches away. Just a sec.
While collecting her sketches and drafts, one of them slipped away from her pile to in front of me.
Please don't look at that one.
Too late, since I grasped it already in my hands and saw it. When I inspected the sketch, I noticed that it had Konika's own body drawn next to a slim anime character. Ah! Self-ansect fan art. I respect. Dude, I wish I had some kind of fucking artistic ability. I would draw so much fan art of me and Hua Chang from Heaven Official's Blessing. What's this supposed to be? Are you comparing yourself to anime characters or something like that?
Psh, no. Definitely not that I would ever compare myself to a fictional character or anything. Why would I do that? What a silly suggestion.
Then what is it? It's self-insert, isn't it? Isn't it, Konika?
It's an anatomy draft. Yeah, so I would know how to make the character's body look right or realistic.
Sigh. Konika, you should already know that I won't buy that kind of excuse. If you don't want to tell me, it's fine. I won't pressure you. I can wait until you're ready to share the truth, because it seems important to you. It's okay. I already know you're a fucking nerd, Konika. You're in good company.
It's not fair when you put it that way. I can't turn you down when you're so dedicated to finding out the truth. You had my back during our first meeting by keeping my drawing safe from prying eyes. So, I totally know you're a reliable friend.
Konika took a deep breath and continued.
You've probably been curious about this since you saw the first sketch at our first meeting. But why would I create art like that, right?
Because you're a nerd?
The passion for ecchi art started for me when I was 8 years old and was playing hide and seek with my big brother at our house.
I'm already worried on where this is going. Did you get stuck in the dryer?
As I was looking for a hiding place, I went to his room and started scanning the room for possible hiding spots.
Oh, okay. She just came across her brother's stash. Okay. You know what? That's good. That's okay. That's perfect.
At first, it was hard to find any good spots since I was sure he would find me if he happened to come here. Everyone knows their room from the inside out, after all. So, I had to get creative and fast. He was counting close to the end already, and I still struggled with the decision. Then, I happened to see one of his manga books on the floor in front of his closet, and realized I hadn't thought about the closet at all. As my brother had just finished counting, I opened his closet. And so all of his loot ecchi stuff, figures, games, manga, and even some idol merchandise too.
That is relatively normal. Who doesn't have a closet full of ecchi stuff? Trick question. I don't, because I don't have a closet. It's all on my computer on my desk. I have no shame.
Shocked and confused before the sight, my brother's closing steps brought me back to my senses, and I finally hid myself on the lower shelf and closed the door. Just as I suspected, he came into his room and looked around for a while until he finally left. I then sighed in relief and opened the door a little so I could better see the stuff that was around me. The art style of the manga characters captivated me from the very first page onward. I don't know why, but here we are. One could say the stuff corrupted me.
No, it just opened your eyes to a whole new world of possibilities. I somewhat feel it when I opened my very first yaoi manga. Now I have a nice little collection sitting next to my bed so I can read them at night.
I would say, on the other hand, that it was personally more like an eye-opening revelation than a corruption for me.
There we go. No shame in the human body. Loving each other. Try and keep that a little bit PG. I'm doing a horrible job considering what I've already said so far. And I forgot to hit recording before I started. So I will have to download the VOD later from Twitch. Fucking. God damn it. I hate everything. Yeah. Fuck. I can't keep shit PG, dude. I'm not a lewd tuber, but I'm not say so either. I'm like that weird gray area where I just don't give a fuck. Wow, I would never guess your interest in lewd art actually started like that.
Me neither. But that's how it is. And I don't regret it.
It's your life after all. Make your own choices.
I'm so glad that you understand.
I'm so glad that you understand.
Thank you for that. I guess I'm fortunate to have a friend like you. I was so afraid you would be grossed out after finding out my secret.
Nah, I have respect. To be honest, I find it rather intriguing than gross, and I believe it also suits your personality. I'd rather remain true to myself than cope with all the fakes out there. Pretending to be something else and stressing over it isn't my way of living. So, thanks for sharing your story with me. I'm glad you chose to open up and trust me, Konaka. Someone's voice from the other room startled us a bit. I assume it was Konaka's father, since there was someone's shoes at the entrance, and the voice sounded somewhat deep.
Okay, I'm coming to get him. Jeez, talk about the timing too. I thought my heart stopped there for a moment.
I mean, at least I'm not half naked and he just suddenly opened your bedroom door. That would have been awkward. Then I would have had to fight your dad, and I'd probably get my ass kicked.
I'll be back soon with your clothes. And the mood was so lovely too. Why did it have to happen now of all times? Just a few more minutes wouldn't have hurt.
I don't know if I like her pout or her smug face better.
I wonder what would have happened there if we hadn't been interrupted. In manga, at least, it would have led to a romantic scene where they would have embraced each other passionately.
Oh my god, that was cute. Even if she was thinking some lewd shit, that was cute.
What if we had done the same? Emotions usually take over in the heat of the moment, after all, so maybe?
Crimes of passion!
What am I thinking? Of course he wouldn't have fallen for that. He's a rational person, after all.
I'm rational? News to me.
But what if... No. Not possible. Not happening. There's no way he would have done that. What are these emotions anyway? Love? Could it really be that?
Might just be lust. Who the fuck knows, dude?
I have been thinking about you nonstop ever since you pulled off that daring stunt, which I have seen numerous times in manga and anime. I always wondered how it would feel to be in that situation, and now I've actually experienced it, even though it was by accident.
Oh no! That was Konaka's first time.
Still, for Chisaki's sake, I can't do it. It wouldn't be fair to her, and I cherish her as much as him. Well, I guess we have to wait and see how things turn out later. It's better to play it safe for now than ruin everything.
Konaka's dad's head pops to the doorway. Sweetie, are you okay? You're talking to yourself again. Do we need to call your therapist? Konaka sure seems to be taking her time. Bet you my clothes shouldn't normally take this long. Unless she wants to say something to her father. Also, why did the atmosphere turn so soft and Konaka's expression looked like she might have done something unexpected at the end? Oh no! Konaka's room has anime syndrome. Everything probably turned to soft pink and there were sparkles everywhere. As I pondered those questions, Konaka finally came back with my now dry clothes.
Sorry for the wait. Here are your clothes. Wash and clean.
Yo, how long were we talking? Cause, I don't know about everybody else, but my wash and dryer cycle usually take about an hour and a half. Ah, thanks a lot. Are these spare clothes perhaps your brother's?
What? Of course not! If I had done such a thing to him, it wouldn't have ended well for me. Trust me.
Oh, right. That was such a ridiculous guess. My bad.
Please don't scare me like that again. They are my dad's clothes, for the record.
Aha, of course. No wonder they were so big for me. Yep. Her dad would have absolutely kicked my ass. Konica stepped out of the room as I started changing back into my own clothes. Aw, she didn't stay to watch? Disappointment. Ready! She opened the door and grabbed the spare clothes that I gave her.
Thanks. Go ahead to the entrance, and I'll put these away in the meantime, okay?
Sure. I went to the entrance and started to put on my shoes when I heard Konaka's father's voice from the living room.
Isn't Konaka just a lovely girl? So cheerful, energetic, and kind.
Oh no. Am I about to get to shovel talk? She certainly is all that and even more, as you get to know her better, in my opinion.
You have a good taste and eye for different people, I see. I could see her potentially taking some interest in you, but what about you? I'm sure you just got to know her recently, but sometimes folks can meet even their soulmates right off the bat if they are lucky. Konaka has experienced so many emotions during her childhood because of me and her mother, since we divorced when she was only 8 years old.
Wait, were those the beer bottle arguments that I joked about earlier?
Then we also moved to this peaceful town, so Konaka had to start all over again with her friendships. Every father only wishes the best for their kids in the end.
I understand 100% your viewpoint, sir. I'm the kind that cherishes their meaningful relationships. I don't have many friends neither, so we essentially share the same background. Konaka's father was silent for a moment and then put his newspaper down apparently.
When I look at Konaka, I often wonder if I've done enough for her. But hearing you speak, I feel like she finally has someone who truly understands her. Thank you for being there for her.
Oh, I understand her more than you think, sir. It's all good. I just won't delve into any details. The pleasure's all mine.
What was your name again, son?
It's Cross. Hayaka Cross.
Nice to meet you. Please look after my daughter, will you?
I will.
You don't have to serve me, son. Hayato will do just fine.
Oh no, first name basis with the dad. This is progressing very quickly.
And thanks. I truly mean it.
Alright, that's taken care of now. Did I interrupt something?
Oh, nothing. Just the most peaceful shovel talk I've ever gotten. I like your dad.
Nah, we just finished, so good timing.
Yeah.
Oh? Okay then. I'll see you at school tomorrow then. Good night.
Yeah, good night. It's nice meeting you too, Hayato. See ya.
Such a good fella. Or what do you think?
Sure is. You don't see many of them, and definitely not in Tsukuba.
Even such a gentleman and surprisingly understanding for someone your age. How about starting a family with him one day?
Bro's trying to ship his daughter off. Damn. Well, I'm pretty sure he overheard your entire conversation with yourself. You only have yourself to blame, Konaka.
Take it easy, sweetie. It was merely a joke.
Or was it?
But you heard the guy. Don't even think that I didn't notice you listening to our conversation nearby.
Lamau.
Very intriguing. And to think she would do improv theater too, along with her drawing hobby. No wonder she can make her characters so lively and colorful.
I totally agree with you there.
Sorry, I'm late. There was a long waiting line for the bathrooms. Unbelievable.
No worries, just finished our tale of how you and I met for the first time. I didn't get to the part where you bribed us to be your life models, though.
Oh, really? I still remember it like it was just yesterday. You appeared out of nowhere in my life on the very first day of my new school and already knew where to find me, even though I was lost. Then you pinned me to a wall and softly whispered in my ear not to look at others but only you.
Fucking Christ, damn it.
It was so romantic.
Alright. It didn't go exactly like that, Konika, but close enough.
For crying out loud, you really have no shame at all.
Absolutely zero. Why do you still hang out with us?
Oh, well, that's how I remember it anyway.
Anyway, finally, the start of Kagusa Zero's creation. How did that get started?
I looked at Chisaki. Mind if I tell it?
Since you got this far already, you might as well finish it too for all I care.
True. It started this one afternoon at our local park where I was taking a nap that day about 2 or 3 years ago. Can't remember the exact date anymore. Was I just like sprawled across a park bench, just snoring? Did I have a newspaper over my face and everything? Nah, it's me. I probably had a copy of Shonen Jump plastered over my face. The wind was blowing gently and rustling the tree leaves like it was playing an instrument of sorts. The sun was shining softly behind clouds in the sky, the small waves of water in the pond hitting the edges and making soothing sound waves. Everything was just oozing afternoon relaxation. Then, all of a sudden, though my ass was usually like passed out on my roof, not on a park bench.
Wake up, snorer.
Oh hey, I was snoring, let's go. I heard a familiar voice close by.
Or do you need some help to open those eyes?
Sure do, Chisaki, can you get me a coffee? Thank you, doll. Hmm?
You sure love to loaf around. Slept well, I assume?
Nope. I yawned and started to stretch myself. More or less.
Good, because today we'll start creating a new visual novel, and you're gonna help me with it.
Ha.
That's right, and I won't take no for an answer.
Do you ever? As demanding as always. Very well. May I ask at least the reason behind this? And do I get coffee out of it?
I finally got the necessary motivation to get my old dreams started now that I have some free time to do other things besides music.
Oh, so you last got that permission? It sure took a long time, but I'm glad to hear your situation is eased after the long wait. I know how stressful it's been.
I'm glad you understand me so well. And not that I'm happy or anything, don't misunderstand me here.
But you are happy. Well, we've been together for 8 years already, so yeah. You're also too adorable to deny a little help.
Huh? Adorable?
Yep.
Of course I'm adorable, you donkey! You don't need to tell me the obvious facts.
Hey, why a donkey? Damn. That hurts a little bit. I'm a bear.
Only idiots wouldn't be able to see my beauty as well as you do. Not that you're special or anything.
Hey guys, what are you two up to?
Oh, hi, Konika. Chisaki and I decided just to start creating a visual novel.
Indeed!
Wow, that sounds super fun! Can I join too? I could draw the characters for it if you want. Of course! I'll make them so irresistible you can't avoid fantasizing about them.
What? How shameless of you, Konaka! Your true perverted intentions can be seen so far, for crying out loud.
Chill out a bit, both of you. We haven't even decided the novel's genre or anything else yet. You're already letting your wild fantasies out. And I thought men were supposed to be the only perverts. What a world we live in. Hey! Women can be just as much, if not more, perverted than dudes. Dudes are just more vocal about it. We then started brainstorming our first visual novel story ideas and their genres. Chisaki wanted it to be a rom-com with a childhood friend, where they would have to one day decide between a dream and the reality. Their dream would be to start a small cat cafe, while the childhood friend's parents would want to stop them because they think it won't work, and their child would only get into financial trouble. Konika's story was about an uprising idol that didn't get much attention. Her fans fantasized about her so much that they started to make lewd fan art about her at some point. I mean, that usually skyrockets people's... This would bring her both fame and unexpected criticism. The idol would then struggle with her own body image and whether she should embrace it or deny it. My story, on the other hand, was about an unusual kid from a poor family who was robbed by Yakuza because of his dad's debt to them. The kid was smarter, though, than any other kid his age. That intelligence opened many doors to his ambition, which would one day make him the leader of the underworld Yakuzas and finally take revenge for his family.
Hey, how about we decide the story with good old rock, paper, scissors? The winner gets to decide whose story will be chosen.
Fair enough.
Thus, we started the game with the best of 4. Konika won the first round, with me getting a draw with Chisaki with our rocks against Konika's paper. Chisaki managed to win the second round with paper, and I won the third round with my loyal rock. That means whoever wins this last 4th round gets to make the final decision. It's now or never. Intense staring could be felt between us. We were that focused, trying to read each other's minds since the stakes were high. Nobody knew, however, what to expect. And finally...
Rock, paper, scissors!
A rock was displayed. A pair of scissors was displayed next, and lastly, the second scissors were displayed, meaning that the one who played rock won. Our heads slowly raised up, and looked at me who played my loyal rock as always. There's the dude again, let's go! Yes, I won! Woohoo! Eat a lemon and fate, bitches! Ha ha ha! Damn! I got way into that.
Ugh! You piece of...
Son of a biscuit! I knew I should have played rock after all.
Our emotions really ran wild for a couple of hours. Chisaki and Konika were so overwhelmed by their emotions that Chisaki started beating me down, while Konika just ran away somewhere soon after. After extracting her frustration on me, Chisaki went somewhere as well. For some reason, they really took that heavily. Can't imagine why.
Oh dear! Why did I say something like that? This isn't like me at all. For some reason, that negative energy just bursted out before I even realized it.
Konika doesn't get to vent much, does she?
After seeing me storm out like that, they must be thinking I'm being crazy or something.
Bruh, Chisaki was too busy kicking my ass. I think you're good.
Of course, I could always say I went to get something to drink or something like that. Yeah, I'll figure out something if needed. Otherwise, let's go with the drink-fetching journey version.
It was my original idea in the first place. So why did that stupid guy get to make a story for our visual novel? For crying out...
Yeah, I'll figure out something if needed. Otherwise, let's go with the drink-fetching journey version.
It's Stuffcat! Stuffcat peeking out from behind the tree. Let's fucking go! Woohoo! Stuffcat domination! Zamius, you are the fucking best, my dude. Thank you so much. Oh, this is great. I don't care if I screenshot it twice. Let's fucking go, dude. I'm too excited about that.
It was my original idea in the first place. So why did that stupid guy get to make a story for our visual novel? For crying out loud. Ugh! That jerk! I wanted our first shared project to be about my story, so that Numbskull could finally take a hint at my feelings. Damn it!
Poor tree.
Ow, 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 I shouldn't have done that. Ow. It was the main reason why I suggested this idea in the first place, since that moron can't seem to be able to take a hint. What am I gonna do with you for fluff's sake?
Have you tried writing I love you across a tray of cookies? Chisaki and Konoka soon returned and had apparently calmed down. I remind them that we can always make more visual novels after the first one. Now that you finally understand the situation, can we actually get to making the visual novel reality, or leave it as just an idea?
Guess I have to lend you my musical talent since you have no sense of melody or pitch here.
Nope.
Don't even think I actually wanted to help you or anything to it.
Chisaki, this was your idea. Bruh.
I guess that'll be fun too. But some of the characters need to have massive bonkers since that would definitely raise the reader's interest by 1,000%.
You have a point.
You can't deny that fact.
No denying here.
Huh? Is that true?
Eh? Well, I guess there may be some truth behind it, but not everyone, I'm sure of it. I certainly appreciate the story more than the visuals.
Why do I doubt that, I wonder?
Cuff. Anyway, since you both apparently took the loss that heavily, what if we implemented all of our ideas together into one story? That way everyone would win. They both looked at me like I had just said something unthinkable.
Huh? How would that be possible?
Is there even a way to fuse our 3 different stories together? Sure, they're all totally different from each other, but would it be possible? Yes. It's very possible. How about this? An unusually intelligent kid has the ambition to get to the top of Yakuza's hierarchy. He wants to find out who is responsible for his family's debt collection visit and finally get his revenge. To get there, he needs help from his best friend, who has been by his side all his journeys. His friend started gathering more resources through her fresh idol career, but one day she would have to face a problem thanks to her fans' new idea for promoting her. Together, they managed to resolve it and make good use of it at the same time, gaining that much needed attention from the Yakuzas. The operation could then get truly started by infiltrating their ranks and finally rising to the top to find his long-awaited answers. Chisaki and Konoka look at me with awe and couldn't say anything for a moment until...
That's amazing! I love it! You also used that same kind of creativity back then when you helped me with my personal problem.
Did I?
Your solution truly freed my mind from that fixed mindset of mine with which I had been struggling for a long time. That side of you is what attracts me so much, combined with your gentleness, how you keep trying your best to support your friends in achieving their goals. When you someday find your own goal to achieve, I want to be there to support you as well.
I would need a goal for that first.
I didn't actually expect you to pull it off like that.
Thanks, I pulled out my ass.
Not that I would be impressed or anything. Just surprised you didn't betray our high expectations that you set for yourself. Good for you.
Hey, you know what? A little bit of credit. It wasn't hard coming up with it after the concussion you gave me.
So not the same thing.
Haha, thanks. To be honest, I didn't expect it either. But somehow I pulled that wild fusion out in the end. Shall we then go with that for now?
Might as well go with it since you tried so hard to come up with a wild stunt like that, so the effort wouldn't go to waste.
Agreed! Besides, I like it a lot.
Oh no, not the homework folder! We gathered in one of our school's club activity rooms for the planning, which Chisaki had reserved for us.
Are you sure there wasn't any better option available? This one is so tiny and messy. There's so much junk here, like in a storage room.
Okay, Loki, I think this might be my favorite track of the soundtrack.
I managed to get us this room since nobody's using it. Still be grateful we got at least some kind of meeting room for our project. If we'd reserved a better one at the start of this semester, we probably would have had a better selection to choose from.
Who can do then? Oh! On the other hand, a messy room helps creativity. No idea how that works, but that's what they say at least.
I kind of remember that saying too, or theory if that's what it was called.
It's based on the inspiration that you get from different objects in your environment when you look around. It has helped me sometimes to get over my blocks when I write my music.
So that's why your room was messy that one time.
What? I cleaned it afterward, okay? I don't keep my room that messy all the time.
I do!
My mom always made sure that my room wouldn't stay messy longer than was necessary for boosting my creativity. Unlike someone else here, for crying out loud.
Me? My room is always clean because I like it that way. It's more chill and relaxing.
I think she meant me, since I don't really care how my room looks, as long as it's comfy. Valid! That's me right there.
Indeed.
How could you?
Hey, at least I put my dirty clothes in the hamper, okay?
I'm disappointed in you.
Anyway, we have derailed from our main reason for being here in the first place.
Oh, for crying out loud.
We then got seated around the table and started brainstorming things to include in our first visual novel. Since there was a whiteboard, I made good use of it for the notes.
Do you have any other specs in mind already?
I have some things, but otherwise nothing like the setting, music style, characters, etc.
So, basically nothing but the summary of the plot.
Yeah.
Do we have to do everything for you? How about utilizing your improv skills or something?
Chisaki, this was your idea. How about you come up with something?
And you have to make sure the characters are eye-catching and memorable, including their charming outlooks.
That's true. Don't want to make them boring after all. Eye-catching and memorable characters. Okay, what else?
Since your story was about the underworld of Yakuzas, I think some dark ambience, rock, and electric songs would be good for the music style.
Let's fucking go.
Basically a mix of those three. Of course, you make the final call as the director. For my and Kanaka's story parts, I'll figure something out.
Ooh, those genres would be a perfect hit for drama and violence.
Yeah, I could see them already in action. I also agree on the music genres. As for the games genre, I think we can agree that it should be a strategy RPG, right?
I guess that could work too. Or stealth.
I don't honestly care as long as the characters and story are memorable, including some romance and drama. Everyone's interested in relationships after all.
Welcome home, Drag, and thank you for the hydrate. As they say, there's two sides to a coin, meaning that bad guys have their private side as well, which could be more or less surprising. Imagine, for example, that a Yakuza family's head would be tough-looking and strong, but in private, he would enjoy petting and playing with cats in the cat cafe. That surprised Chisaki so much that she even jumped a bit from her seat.
Well, that sure would be a genius character twist to have. Totally unexpected indeed.
I looked at Konaka and apparently she was just as confused as I was. Regardless, we continued discussing more details for the setting, music, genre, and finally, characters. Oh, I almost forgot. What should be the main character's name?
How about Kaito?
Oh no.
I think it should be named something cool and stylish, like Ryugo or Kiryu.
Oh no!
Huh? Kiryu I could possibly agree with, but Ryugo? That sounds so cringe if you ask me.
What? Ryugo is a cool name. It has that mysterious vibe that immediately tells you that he's a possible threat in disguise as a harmless-looking traveler.
Say what you want, but my opinion of Ryugo won't change.
Oh. Okay.
Which one do you prefer then? Kaito or Kiryu?
Oh no! I have to decide? I love both of them! Kaito was a fucking trip in Judgment. And Kiryu, he made the Yakuza games. Let's be real here. Though my absolute favorite is Majima. I love me some fucking Majima. Give me that mad dog any day. Dude, does anyone else remember fucking Kaito's loud ass shirt in Judgment? Bro was an absolute fucking trip. I loved him. He was the perfect side character. And I'm glad that he got his own spin-off. And Kiryu. Who doesn't love Kiryu? If you're into the Yakuza games, it's like law to love Kiryu. You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Kaito. Because if you also think of it as like the Vocaloid Kaito, yeah, bro's got a lot of sides to him. And safety save, there we go. So yeah, go with Kaito. I think Kaito sounds dark and mysterious.
Glad to see someone having a sense of taste still. Not that it would make me happy or anything, of course.
Really? Well, no can do. It was your choice after all.
With the main character's name decided, we continue wrapping up the rest of the visual novel's specs and tasks. Chisaki started working a dark type of music with some rock and EDM mixed into some of the songs. Let's fucking go. Never mind, I lied. I think this might be my favorite track of the soundtrack so far. Hold up. Okay. She also said she would make some emotional music with piano and violins for her and Konaka's story parts. Konaka, on the other hand, was put in charge of characters and their designs, but I started studying some Python. Oh, like Python. Okay. To use in Rinpo for our game engine. After a year of countless errors, thrashed sketches, and wrong notes on music, we managed to pull off a demo version of our first visual novel, Kakuza 0. Even though I was a bit worried about Konaka might overdo the outlook for the characters, the outcome turned out quite well in the end. The process of creating Kakuza 0's demo started to bring us closer, and the memories of late-night brainstorming sessions and heated debates over character names became cherished moments. Being late for school after oversleeping because of an extended session of playtesting late at night. Being a judge when Chisaki's and Konata's debating heated over character designs, just to name a few memorable moments. I also started noticing some odd rivalry over my attention for unknown reasons. As the credits rolled on Kakuza 0's demo, I couldn't help but feel a sense of progress. Then it's time for our new fans to nominate our demo for this year's award show, and here we are.
Thank you so much for your time, and good luck with finishing Kakuza 0.
The reporter then collected her belongings and chit-chatted a bit with us before leaving. So, shall we go celebrate this somewhere? It's on me today.
Ooh, look at that chivalry! Just some more muscle there, and I would fall to my knees at the sight immediately.
Slurping sound. 10 out of 10, no notes.
I don't mind his outlook one bit. He's just fine as is. What's inside is more important anyway. Huh.
Chisaki's cheeks turned slightly red after saying that. My heart also skipped a beat, as she totally caught me off guard with her comment.
Eh? Is that so? I thought you didn't care about him at all.
The smug look is back.
What's the matter, Chisaki? I thought you had already shown me earlier how honest you can be.
They then apparently started round 2 of their chasing game, by the looks of it. crying out loud, you two. Well, at least you won't get bored when those two are around. Chisaki then came back suddenly. Apparently, she managed to catch Konoka and give her an earful of her mind.
Why are you still here standing? Lost in thought or something?
Nah, I was waiting for you guys to wear each other out. Damn, you got me. How did you know?
It's quite obvious from your face, and we've known each other for a long time. I can even tell when you're having those lewd thoughts, for crying out loud.
Oh? I guess you already knew then that I was thinking how cute you are. Something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. Your inner thoughts were just loud, which caught me off guard, that's all.
If you say so.
Anyway, let's get going already. Oi, that pink perv will have improper thoughts about us for making her wait! And I'm not having any of that!
Haha, sure thing.
Oh, you twit! How could you say something like that with a smile? I thought my heart stopped there for a moment, for crying out loud.
Bruh. We then head to our regular sushi restaurant to celebrate our first success and plan the next phase of Kakuza Zero, which is the full version. All of a sudden, I felt a shiver running down my spine for some reason. So it's usually a sign of a bad omen. I wonder what's going to happen next. Or it was probably just a gust of wind. It's getting chilly out here.
Well played, you three. Well played. Now the real fun can finally begin.
That doesn't look like Jimmy. Is this gonna be this Haru guy that was mentioned in the beginning? Nice!
Oh, I miss this feeling of finding a worthy opponent. After a long time. After all those tedious years. I finally found someone who can rekindle the fire inside me.
Yo, Zamius, not just saying this because you're in key and pointing it out, but I would low-key fuck to your voice. Damn!
Caring more about sales numbers and analytics than the story's uniqueness and following your passion. It's been so long since I last had fun writing a story. I want someone to make me realize if I still have what it takes to deserve this title of mine.
Damn! You make a good villain voice actor, dude. To be continued in part 2. I don't want to wait. I want to play it now. Bruh. That was fun. And hella props to your fucking to your music creator, dude. Like for real. I'd fuck with that OST. That was great. Yes, I will go back into Konoka's real quick. After I finish jamming out to the ending. Oh, hell yeah. Ah. Hella special thanks to you too, Zamius, for making a really nice game. That was cute as shit. Thanks for reading my first visual novel ever. I appreciate it. This was the part 1 of the story. Hopefully it was enjoyable. If you want to share your thoughts with me, that'd be nice. Part 2 will be coming later and needs your help for its funding, so check out its Kickstarter. This visual novel was also made for applying my fresh knowledge of visual novel development straight into action. You can contact me on Discord, Twitter, Blue Sky, or Twitch. Okay, I've now said my piece of mind. Shall return you to the main menu. Have a great day. Dude. Alright. I think curious sounds cool and kind of cute too.
We'll have to be on the same page.
Huh. Suit yourself. It's a subjective matter anyway.
Yeah. Python and NumPy. Hell yeah. Oh, are those the programs you use too, Zamius? So I was actually looking into trying those out myself. So I do want to try and make a joke VN with Scuffcat.
Thank you so much for your time, and good luck with finishing Kagusa Zero.
Ooh, look at that chivalry! Just some more muscle there, and I would fall on my knees at the sight immediately.
I don't mind his outlook on bits.
10 out of 10 slurping sound.
What's inside is more important anyway. Huh.
Shisaki's cheeks turned slightly red after saying that. My heart also skipped a beat as she totally caught me off guard with her comment.
Eh? Is that so? I thought you didn't care about him at all. What's the matter, Chisaki? I thought you had already shown me earlier how honest you can be.
Konika then suddenly came back after a moment.
What are you here standing for? Didn't we agree to go to our regular place to celebrate?
We sure did. Your keenness just overheated my brains for a moment.
Huh?
Something wrong?
Nothing. Just lost in my thoughts, that's all. Shall we go then? I bet Chisaki is anxiously waiting for us at the restaurant's entrance and wondering what's taking so long for us. Domi, you can't just blurt out something charming like that all of a sudden. You'll just cause me to lose my cool and focus. How am I then supposed to charm you?
Fan of etchy art and drawing. Yeah. At least now this means I get to listen to fucking Zamius' voice again. Let's go.
Well played, you three. Well played. How I miss this feeling of finding a worthy opponent. After a long time. After all those tedious years. I finally found someone who can rekindle the fire inside me. Caring more about sales numbers and analytics than the story's uniqueness and following your passion. It's been so long since I last had fun writing a story. I want someone to make me realize if I still have what it takes to deserve this title of mine.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah. I hope this means that you're going to be getting a hold of me when you got part 2 about to come out. Dude, that was fucking awesome. That was so cute.
Was it no, it was supposed to be my pentakill. Why did you that to me? I killed, I know, 1, 2, 3 for champions.